You telling me the Texans just beat Buffalo 23-19? Wow. I don't think Buffalo's as good as everybody thought. I mean, maybe, but to lose to Miami and now the Texans, I mean, Miami, you could get away with it being a trap game, and yeah, ain't looking so hot. Texans ain't that good. Maybe actually, because like, well, they got the Chiefs next, which is kind of funny because Buffalo just beat the Chiefs, thank God, but they barely beat the Titans. Texans, I'm talking about. They barely beat the Titans. 3 points. Bills were only 4. They smoked the Jaguars, but the Jaguars suck anyways. The Broncos beat them, barely. The Texans beat the 49ers by 11 points. The Seahawks smoked them, which is kind of expected. They're good. Wow, the Texans smoked. Oh, that's because they didn't have Lamar Jackson, but they smoked the Ravens 44-10. Not expecting that. And then they beat the Titans again, 26-0. Wow, the Jaguars beat them that time around. The Bucks beat them. The Rams beat them. Wow, they beat the Lions. Oh, that's preseason. That's why. So they played the Rams. They lost. They played the Bucks. They lost. They played the Seahawks. They lost. They played the Broncos. They lost. 4 out of the 5 good teams they played, they lost. And then they beat the Bills, which is the 5th team. Maybe that's a fluke game for the Texans. That's what I would think. But man, didn't those red uniforms they were wearing looking sharp. Good pick. I don't like red either. So the Texans are 3rd in the AFC South. So they're in the AFC division with the Steelers. Steelers are obviously number 1 in the AFC North. Let's find out a little bit more about the Bills. AFC East, 2nd. Maybe that was a good thing for the Steelers, because now the Bills are 7-4, and the Texans are 6-5. And we play them next week, and then they play the Bengals too. I don't get how they lost to the Dolphins and the Texans. The Falcons. Like, these guys lose to some pretty bad teams. We beat the Dolphins once. We've beat the Patriots. They lost to them. They barely beat a bad Ravens team. They smoked the Jets. That should be obvious. And they won against the Bucks. Why does that pop up like that? That's not what I wanted. Thank you. First in the Steelers are first in the AFC North. Sunday, you play the Bears. It doesn't say our record like it did on the other ones. That's weird. Weird. It just says standings, maybe? First in the AFC North, a 6-4 record. So honestly, if we manage somehow to beat the Bears, that puts us right above, well, right even with the Bills. That'd be nice. That would be nice. And the Bears aren't on this, so let's go check out the Bears. So apparently I was sitting here talking to myself, thought I was recording and I wasn't, and then I started recording when I thought I stopped. Sorry about that. Yeah, so recap. The only good teams that the Lions have played this year, because they got the Vikings, they lose, which Vikings aren't a good team. Lions, they lose, which the Lions are a good team. Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints, a beat up Ravens, Bengals, Giants, Vikings. So the only good teams they've played is the Lions, which they lost. Whoops. And by a lot. Almost 30 points, 29 points. Okay, so they don't have any impressive wins either. Like, barely beat the Vikings by 2 points. The Giants, a beat up Giants team by 4. The Bengals by 5. The Ravens even beat them and they were beat up. Oh, they smoked them 30-16. Yeesh. That's not good for them. Yeah, so the Bears game will be interesting because they're rated. I mean, they apparently got a 7-3 record. Don't know how. They're rated first in the NFC North. I don't know how. Let's click on standings. They're seriously rated above the Lions. I don't know how that's happening. The Lions are on fire. They lost their last game. Oh yeah, against the Eagles. I mean, that should be expected. But they beat the Commanders, they beat the Vikings, which both suck. They beat the Bucks. Oh, the Vikings beat them. Damn, maybe the Lions aren't as good as I thought they would be. Let's start from the beginning of the season. Packers beat them. They beat the Bears, which we're facing. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Browns. They beat the Bengals. The Chiefs beat them. They beat the Bucks. The Vikings beat them. They beat the Commanders. And the Eagles beat them. And it looks like they face the Lions tonight. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my boring ass video. Just kind of ranting about football. Peace.